Hey everyone! So today, this video is going to be slightly different than most videos that I upload, but today I want to talk about some of my favorite music show performances for the month of January. So a lot of you guys keep asking me to react to music show performances and live performances and things like that, but I can't really upload my reaction to it because I know a lot of music shows are very strict with copyright and I don't really want to take the risk in uploading something and then have it taken down or something. I just don't want to risk it. So that is why I'm filming this video, to compile and talk to you guys about some of my favorite performances. So over the weekend, I kind of just binge watched all the music show performances from groups and artists' comeback stages to their most recent performance. So I do take into account, obviously, groups and artists, they'll have some days that they're not performing their best or they could perform better. I do take all that into account, and that is why I watch multiple versions of their comeback shows. So I'll probably watch their performance on Music Core or Inkigayo and different shows and things like that. And honestly, I love seeing live performances. It really brings a song to life. I mean, seeing a group or artist perform their song through a music video is slightly different, obviously, than performing it live. So I don't know if this video will be a reoccurring video on my channel. Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know, but I just want to share with you guys what I think about some of these performances. I will not be talking about every single performance, but that is why we have a lovely comment section. So if I don't mention a certain group or artist, you guys could feel free to talk about some of your favorite music show performances on the comments below. Okay, so in absolutely no particular order, this favorites video has no order. I love all these performances. All these performances are different and they each have their own certain charm. So a performance that I think was so beautiful is (I-DLE) and their song for Hwaa. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos and also on my blog. I think the whole concept for this comeback really suits (I-DLE). I think the song is beautiful. The song is like a film score. I mean, their outfits and especially the choreography. I think the choreography really suits all the members. It looked clean. It looked kind of ethereal. It just looked so beautiful, and it goes perfectly with the song. I love it. It is definitely one of my favorite (I-DLE) comebacks. And I love it, along with their album. But yeah, their performance, amazing. Next up is VICTON, and they performed What I Said and Flip a Coin. I think how Sungwoo starts the song and then how Hanse takes over and then just how the rest of the guys kind of build up that momentum in the song is so good for What I Said. I think this has been a really solid comeback for VICTON. I think the whole concept was really cool, and I think the choreography, especially in the chorus, I love. And also seeing them perform Flip a Coin was a pleasant surprise. Flip a Coin is one of my favorite B-sides on their album, and I like how Flip a Coin is a different concept from What I Said, but I think the guys performed those songs amazingly. Hopefully VICTON will get a win this year, okay? Let's make it happen. Okay, so MCND returned with their song called Crush. I mean, MCND is a group with only 5 members, and every stage that I see, groups or artists, they have an elaborate stage setup or they have backup dancers, but MCND doesn't. However, even though with 5 members, they took up the entire space in every single performance, and I love that. It's not an easy thing to do, and it requires a really good choreography. And I think MCND did such a great job with Crush. I mean, they owned the stage the entire time. It was so entertaining. And I mean, first of all, Crush is such an addicting song and is very unique and catchy. But again, I really like how MCND owned it, and it was so good. So the next group actually debuted in January, and I think they are the first debut of 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is T1419. I saw their debut stage. That left me speechless. Out of all the performances I saw, their debut stage was the best performance, in my opinion, than all the stages that I saw. It was so epic. They had flags, they had backup dancers, and this is a relatively large group, but they owned it. The song is so good. After I saw their debut stage, I watched their most recent performance for their debut song, and still, these guys had so much energy. Their choreography was sharp. Out of all the rookies that performed on music shows this month, I love all the rookies that performed, but definitely T1419 really shocked me in a good way, and I think this is a very promising group. I haven't seen the music video yet, which I should. I'm really sorry I haven't yet. I will definitely be keeping my eyes on T1419. Alright, so the next performance, oh my gosh, I could literally watch this performance all day, and it is HyunA's I'm Not Cool. I mean, there's no denying, HyunA is one of the artists that they own the stage. She is a boss on stage. There's no denying HyunA's stage presence is one of the best. The song I'm Not Cool is one of the most addicting and catchiest songs of January for sure. I mentioned that in my blog. It's actually one of my top favorite songs of the month. Check out my blog. I'll link it on the description box below. The whole choreography is so catchy. I mean, every time I see it, it just makes me want to dance to it. It's amazing. I think this is another hit from HyunA. I mean, HyunA has amazing hit songs, and I think I'm Not Cool is one of them for sure. So going to a different side of soloist and soloist with incredible stage presence is Bobby. He came back with the song You Mad, and his music show performances were phenomenal. I mean, there's no denying. Bobby also has a really strong stage presence. I think Bobby has a lot of strength when it comes to performing live. His performance for You Mad is awesome. Even though I love the song You Mad, on music shows he's also performing his B-side track, which is one of my favorite B-side tracks, and it is Devil. I think how he utilizes his dancers, especially for that performance, was very smart. So on stage when he performs Devil, he's on another platform and his dancers kind of act like a crowd, and at one point he throws himself to them and he's kind of crowd surfing, and I just think it is so cool. It really makes his performance really lively. And I think, again, that was a very smart use of dancers, because I'm pretty sure most of the groups and artists, if not all of them, are not performing in front of a live audience, sadly. Even though in Bobby's performance for Devil, the dancers do choreography in certain parts of the song, but especially in the beginning part of the song, they kind of act like a crowd. So again, props to Bobby, especially in that performance. I love it. One of my favorites. So good. So another soloist that I have to mention with amazing, amazing stage presence is none other than TVXQ's U-KNOW. His performance for Thank You is spectacular. I love the choreography. I mean, and I'm not going to talk about the music video here because this is all about music show performances. His music video is one of my favorites of January. I really liked how he kept the concept in his stage performances and stuff. But anyway, his performance for Thank You is spectacular. His performance for his B-side track, Eeny Meeny, is definitely another one of my favorites. I think the choreography for Eeny Meeny is so catchy. In music videos, we only see a portion of a choreography. Seeing the performances, you see the whole choreography, and I love it. U-KNOW owns the stage. It is just such a treat to watch, and the song is fun, and the choreography, and it's just overall a fantastic comeback, and I really enjoyed it. Also, I do want to mention I have a blog post on his album Noir. I talk about the songs and the overall album. I will link it on the description box below so you guys can check it out after this video. So I have to say my top favorite choreographies for the month of January in terms of catchiness is HyunA's I'm Not Cool and U-KNOW's Eeny Meeny for sure. Those two choreographies I could just watch all day. Really fun. Next up is Golden Child for their song Burn It. I like that their stage performance is kind of like an extension of their music video. I think that's really cool, especially how like the whole stage setup is. I love the song Burn It. It's fun, it has some tropical vibes to it, and I think their choreography is spectacular. And overall, their performance is just so fun to watch. There's definitely things in the choreography that I noticed that obviously we didn't get to see in the music video. Again, I think this whole performance is another win for Golden Child. By the way, they also performed their B-side track Cool Cool, so it's very different from their title track, I have to say. But I think the choreography, especially in the chorus, is really catchy. But overall, this has been a fantastic comeback for the group. Alright, so another one of my favorite performances is Dreamcatcher for Odd Eye. I think this group has a really strong stage presence, and the whole concept and choreography for this performance is spectacular. The whole stage setup is really cool, and the choreography is amazing. Hopefully they will get a win this year, so let's make it happen for them as well. Alright, so the next group is ONEUS, and they performed their song Devil is in the Detail and also their title track No Diggity. ONEUS's No Diggity is one of my favorite performances, and it's the type of performance and song that the more you listen to and the more you watch, the more you love. And the more I watch their performances, the more I notice things that I never realized before. So for instance, in the pre-chorus of No Diggity, Lito's verses are so good and I love the choreography, especially in the bridge. I love that part of the song and I love the choreography. I think it is so epic and I think this comeback is so great for ONEUS. And again, ONEUS is another group that hopefully they will be getting their win this year. So another group that I want to mention is Treasure. So for their comeback stage, they performed My Treasure and also Going Crazy. I love seeing Going Crazy. I mean, it's just a classic Treasure song. I mean, because that's obviously the first song that we heard from Treasure as a group. And seeing them perform it was just so fun. But also My Treasure, I think their comeback stage was spectacular. And I saw their more recent performances and music shows for My Treasure and it's still just as fun. I think the guys have a blast performing it in this comeback. I feel like Treasure, they're able to relax a little bit more and just enjoy the moment because their other comebacks are really dance heavy and very dramatic. And I mean, I love them, but I like seeing this side of Treasure too. And I think their comeback was fantastic. And another group that I want to mention is Cravity, and they performed their song My Turn. I think their choreography is really good and obviously the song as well. I think the concept that they have really suits them, especially from this comeback, and overall their performance was really awesome. However, I don't know if they might do this later on because I know groups do this a few weeks after their comeback. But it would be really cool if they could perform one of their B-sides. I don't know if they have, but if they could perform one of their B-sides, that would be great because I love Gravity's B-sides, specifically their song Bad Habits. I mentioned this on my blog, but I love that song so much and I wish there was a choreography to it because I think that song has a lot of attitude, if that makes any sense. But it's just a really cool song, and again, I would love to see Cravity perform that. But anyway, their performance for My Turn is fantastic. So I do want to mention, I do have a blog post listing all of my favorite comebacks for the month of January. That list is slightly different than obviously my favorite music show performance list because I talk about songs and albums. So I will link that on the description box below so you guys could go ahead and check it out and read it. And I also added a poll on that blog post. I tried to list every single comeback for the month of January there so you guys could vote on which comeback was your favorite. So again, I understand that I didn't mention every single music show performance. I just wanted to list some of my top favorites, but you guys could feel free to mention which music show performances were your favorites. You guys could let me know on the comments below. So if you guys are new to my channel, hello and welcome. You guys could feel free to subscribe. I post reaction videos on a weekly basis, and like I mentioned, I do have a blog where I talk more about comebacks, album reviews, song reviews, and online concert recap. Again, it will be linked on the description box below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!